Welcome to a brand new episode of Johnson's Court. Today I'm super excited to be with you as it is week 11 in the NFL. That means that we only have a few more weeks left, which means that the playoffs are closer and the byes are almost over with, and then we will get back to having the amount of games that we're supposed to as we did week 1. So it'll be really fun, really exciting to see if we can go 17-0, 16-0 for the remainder of the year sometimes. Yeah, see if we can go 16-0. That'd be crazy. Who can do it? Can anybody do it? We'll find out. But last week in week 10, nobody went 16-0. The team or the person who had the best record was Beagle at 10-4. So congrats to Beagle on winning last week. Nick and I both tied with 9 wins and 5 losses. So right on his heels, right there, just a 1 game difference that we did not predict. Well, week 11 should be fun. We've got a great slate for you guys. The NFL is a great slate for us, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But we'll go ahead and get into it. So on Thursday Night Football, we have the Jets versus the Patriots. The Jets are just the worst team, one of the worst teams in the NFL, and the Patriots are one of the best teams in the NFL. The Patriots, should be talked about more, just like the Colts should be talked about more. These teams that have, either young QBs or teams that are playing really well. Like, for example, I don't really understand it. The Chiefs are 5-4, and they're getting more talk than the Colts, than the Patriots, than the Bills, and the Eagles, who are up there above them, have a better record. Make that make sense, NFL. I need answers and I need demands now. So let me know what any of that means, because to me it's just kind of ridiculous. Like, if the best teams in the league have the record that they do, and because they've gotten there because certain players on their teams and scoring touchdowns, obviously scoring more points than the other teams that they're playing, which makes them a better record because they're winning games, they should be talked about more than a team that is 5-4. That's all I'm going to say there. But on Thursday Night Football, like I said, you got the Jets and the Patriots. This is a pretty easy one for me. I'm going to go the Patriots. Let's see here. Nick is going to go the Patriots, and so is Beagle. Then on Sunday, you've got at 9:30 in the morning, so another game overseas. Let me see where it's being played at. In Madrid, which is really cool. It is the Washington Commanders versus the Dolphins. I hope this game is good that it's overseas. I know Jay McDaniels is going to be playing. Actually, no, he may not be playing. Maybe Marcus Mariota versus Tua. This game is honestly a toss-up for me. It's not really, like I said, these overseas games are not really a home game for anybody. They're playing on a neutral site. You just hope that who has more fans. Oh, man, I don't know. You mean the Commanders? I could coin flip this game, to be honest with you. Nick is going to go the Dolphins, and Beagle's going to go Dolphins. So I'm the lone wolf here. I'm picking the opposite team to win in this matchup, and I will be the first disagreement. Then at 1 o'clock, you've got the Packers and the Giants. Packers are coming off a close loss, 10-7 versus the Eagles on Monday night. The Giants, are starting Jameis Winston, which I would love. I would love Jameis Winston to get the dub. But with the Packers and how they lost last week, I do think they bounce back. And they get to win on the road versus the Giants. Nick is going the Packers, and so is Beagle. Your next matchup is an AFC South showdown. It's the Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. The Titans had a bye week last week. I don't really think that matters. I still don't think they're going to win. Give me the Texans, who did come back and beat the Jags last week, who were down by a lot. David Mills just comes out of nowhere and just completes the comeback, which never should happen, but it did. Nick is going the Texans, and so is Beagle. Then you got NFC South showdown. You got the Panthers versus the Falcons. This one could go either way, to be honest. But it's a home game for the Falcons. Chick-fil-A isn't open. I think that's going to make some fans mad. It's going to make it loud. Give me the Falcons. Give me the Birds. Nick is going to go the Panthers, though. He thinks I can get the win on the road. So here, Beagle thinks the Falcons. So Nick is going to be the lone wolf on this one. Then, okay. You've got the Bears and the Vikings, which is an NFC North showdown. It is a home game for the Vikings. Man. I think the Vikings get this win. I think they're just a better team. And I don't really see if the Bears do have them in the playoffs, I see them being like a 7th seed. But I don't think they're going to get out of the first round, personally. So I'm going Vikings here. Nick is going the Vikings. But you all know who Beagle's going. He's going with the Bears. Then you've got the Chargers versus Jaguars. Like I said, the Jaguars are coming off a loss that they shouldn't have. The Chargers are just too damn good. Give me the Chargers. Nick is going with the Chargers, and so is Beagle. Then you got the Bucks and the Bills. This is a good game versus having the Bucks and the Bills. Like I said, it's my pick for the Bills to win Super Bowl. The Bucks could make a deep run. They could get there. Let's see here. Nick is going to go with the Bucks. Beagle's going to go with the Bucks, but I'm going to go with the Bills here, guys. So I am the lone wolf on this one. Then you got the Uncle Bowl. You got the Joe Flacco and the Bengals playing Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Joe Burrow will be coming back here soon. He has returned to practice, so that's always a good sign to hear. I'm not sure which week he will return, but I know he will be returning to Lovely. Nick's going to go the Steelers. Beagle's going to go the Steelers. Give me the Bengals. Just with the hype and with, I think Joe Flacco can keep the Bengals afloat until Joe Burrow gets back. So that's your last 1 o'clock game. Obviously, your 1 o'clock game of the week is going to be the Bucks versus the Bills. And you have a showdown in the NFC West. It's the 49ers versus the Cardinals. Kyle Murray is on the IR. Jacoby Brissett is going to make another start. It's a home game for them. But the 49ers, I don't think they'll have Brock Purdy, but Mac Jones is playing pretty well. And so if he's playing well, keep him in there. Give me the 49ers over the Cardinals. Even though it's a home game for the Cardinals, I just see the 49ers winning this game by 3. Nick is going to 49ers, and so is Beagle. Another good matchup is the Seahawks versus the Rams. This is an NFC West showdown. This will be a fun, good one. The Seahawks are traveling to the Rams. The Rams are playing really well right now. So are the Seahawks. This is going to be a great game. I'm definitely excited to watch this one. Nick is going to go the Rams. Beagle's going to go the Rams. I'm not going to be a lone wolf here. I'm going to join the gang, and I'm going to go the Rams as well. Then you got the Chiefs and Broncos in AFC West showdown, which will be really fun. Like I said, the Chiefs are getting a lot of talk. I think they lose this week. Give me the Broncos. Nick is going the Chiefs. Let's see what Beagle went. Beagle's going the Chiefs. I'm the lone wolf here. And your last 425 game is a AFC North showdown. It's the Ravens versus the Browns. Give me the Ravens. I know it's going to be a close game because the Browns love to play good defense. The Ravens love to almost give up the lead. But I do think that the Ravens win by 14 points. Nick thinks the Ravens are going to win, and so does Beagle. So I'm not a lone wolf there. Your 425 game of the week is going to be Seahawks versus the Rams. But I think that Chiefs-Broncos game is going to be really good. This is actually a really good slate of games this week, guys, because on Sunday Night Football, you've got the Lions traveling and playing the Eagles. Now, that's going to be a fun one. The Lions are playing really well. The Eagles are playing really well. It's a home game for the Eagles. They did just barely get that win versus the Packers. I don't think that they'll get the win this week. I think the Lions will come in and get this win, and Jared Goff will show them what is up. Nick thinks the Lions are going to win, but Beagle's the lone wolf here and thinks the Eagles are going to win. Then your last game of Week 11 is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders didn't play last week. It doesn't matter. I still believe that the Cowboys will get this win. And the Cowboys just, are always an up and down team every year, but they are, kind of getting their defense back together. And so I do think that Cowboys can get this win on the road on Monday night. Nick thinks the Cowboys are going to win, and so does Beagle. So realistically here, it sounded like, I'm just going through it and me remembering, that me personally, I am going to be the lone wolf, and I could have a better record. and Nick and Bugle could have a similar record, or they could have a worse record, and I could have a better record. We'll find out. I'll see you back here for week 12. Y'all take care.